Welcome back to Guildhammer. Today we've got a 1500 point showdown between the unyielding dwarves and the dark forces of the Vampire Counts. Our story begins with a dwarven scouting party sent to investigate a troubling mystery. A vital trade partner in the lowlands has stopped sending grain, even though it was already paid for in full. As the dwarves arrive, a thick mist creeps across the field, and from the haze the villagers emerge, but they are not among the living. Some foul necromantic force has raised them from the grave, turning this quiet hamlet into a horror beyond reckoning. This is the first outing for both Reese and Andy with their brand new armies, making an exciting, brutal test of steel and sorcery. Will the dwarves hold the line among the undead horde, or will the vampire counts drag them into darkness? Let's find out.
Hi Reese, so 2 new armies here at play, so we're doing a 1500 point game. Do you want to introduce me to your dwarf army that you've been hard at work getting painted?
Yeah, so this is a labour of love that's taken quite some time. So I've got 2 units of Thunderers, hopefully going to do some shooties. I've got some Warriors here.
Yeah.
I've got my Longbeards, Iron Breakers, 2 sets of artillery in the Stone Thrower and a Flame Cannon, with an Engineer and a Runesmith.
Okay, so you kind of like big bulk units holding the centre, some shooting around the outside. I've got my new units of undead. So I've gone for some big zombie units over here. I've had to put the general, who's the thrall, over on the right hand side because I realised I need the speed over there, and that 12-inch bubble is going to be really important. So unfortunately he doesn't get to go with his skeletons. So I've got the unit of skeletons here. Some spirit hosts over on this flank with some dogs. And I've got some black knights and then just 5 ghouls to make up some points that were there. Both of my necromancers have got Implication and a Heck. This one here has got Gaze and Nagash, and this one has got Hellish Vigour. Reese finished setting up first, so we're going to roll to see who gets to go first. 3, you get the +1, so now we re-roll, but you don't get the +1 now. Oh, okay, roll again.
Okay,
oh,
this is weird.
Okay. Oh! Okay. What?
This is the
Come
game.
on. Oh! I feel like I should just concede now. After that. So, would you like to go first or second?
First.
Are you sure? What's the range on your guns?
Ooh, good point. 24,
So
I believe.
if you go first, you can move. You can come forward to me. Your hell cannon's not your flame cannon's not going to be able to shoot. Right, it can, but it's going to be a long shot.
Yeah, it's going to be long.
So you're basically just getting your stone thrower.
Is a point, isn't it?
If it were me, I'd go second, and that's not me being.
Yeah, you raise it. The reason my mind was going that way is because I don't want you to get to me that quick, but that is the safer option.
Yeah, but I think you're probably a bit safe. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to throw some dogs and stuff, but at least you've got something to shoot at.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, cool. So you're going to let me go first?
Yeah.
I've managed to convince him, guys. So we'll come back after the undead's first movement phase. Okay, so I finished my movement phase. Everything's sort of thrown itself forward. Stuff over here was not within the general's 12 inches, so they've just sort of pottered forward a little bit. The skeletons were, so they jumped forward their full 8. Zombies, again, are sort of making a slow march forward. The knights pulled themselves round, and the other direwolves threw themselves towards the thunderers. Unfortunately, I don't have a Van Hells over that end, so I can't throw them into combat this turn. So the villagers here are sort of eyeing up those big units of dwarves in the middle, and I'm thinking that they're probably going to have to bolster themselves a little bit. Maybe, raise some new friends to sort of help each other out.
Oh, I wonder.
Moving into the magic phase, I'm hoping to throw some of these villagers back into the units. So let's I get to build the powerful, so I get 2 for turning up. I get 2 for a level 2, another 1 for a level 2, and then I've also got a power familiar, so I get an extra 1. Do you want to build your 4?
Yeah, so I get 4 being dwarfs.
Yeah.
I get 1 for my runesmith.
Okay.
And I'll take that extra 1 of yours.
Why?
For my rune of balance.
Rune of balance.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're actually matched. That's not ideal, because that means that magic's probably not going to go too strongly for me this game. I think I'm going to start off with this one here. He's going to add some skeletons to his unit. I'm going to go for a casting value of 7, so it's 2d6 skeletons, and I'm going to do it on 3 dice. So that's cast on a 10. Would you like to dispel, sir? It's 2d6 skeletons into this unit here.
Let's see, you've got 3 dice left.
I do. I have 3 dice, and then any magical items I might have.
Okay. I'm going to try it with 2.
You're going to try and get 10 with 2 dice?
I'm going to try it with 2.
Okay.
My thought process is Rock Lobber is lined up for that unit, so if there's more things in it,
okay.
Fine.
Well, just let me have it then.
No.
What?
Because
you may as well save your dice.
I don't want you to have it.
Okay, roll 3 dice then, or 4.
Cool. Wouldn't have worked anyway. It's fine.
Okay,
You
so
have it.
I get 2d6 skeletons for 9.
Oh.
Okay, now the other one over here, I think what he's going to do, now is he going to try and raise a new unit of zombies is the question. No, he's going to bolster the unit of zombies here. And again, I'm going to try for the 2 dice, 2d6 plus 2 zombies. That's cast on a 12.
I'm going to hope that you got nothing funky,
Okay.
and I don't want you to have that.
Alright.
So that is dispel on a 14.
The runesmith whacks on his anvil or whatever it may be, and the spell fails. But this one over here is going to reach into his pocket.
Of course he is.
And he's going to pull out...
Do skeletons even have pockets?
He's not a skeleton, he's a necromancer.
Oh, so he's got plenty of pockets.
He's going to reach in and pull out the cursed... not the cursed book. The Book of Archon, which is a level 3 bound spell, which has Van Hel's Dance Macabre in it.
Of course.
And that allows me to move a unit within 18. It allows me to move a unit within 18, 8 inches. So I'm going to use it on this unit of not banshees. What are they called? Going to use it on these spirit hosts, which allows them to move 8 inches forward. So we'll come back once I've added the skeletons and we'll move these forward. We must have been going over the barrow of the village or something because all the skeletons start dragging themselves out of the ground. The banshees have ran forward into the unit. Unfortunately though, as on Vampire Counts, I don't have a shooting phase and I'm not in combat yet. So I'm going to have to pass over to the honourable dwarves who, have come to save this village and see what was going on with their trading partner, only to find these skeletons coming out the mist.
We don't want to trade with them anymore. Can we just call it? Or...
Yeah, you just leave. No, you've got little legs. You'll never get away.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Would you like to declare any charges, sir?
No.
Okay.
Nothing's going to be within 6.
So, all right then. So we'll come back after the movement phase for the dwarves. All right then, Reese, talk us through your movement.
So what we've done is we've got the main bulk of our army just coming forward. They can march because they're dwarves and they don't care about that kind of stuff.
You're being so brave.
So brave. So they've all come forward slightly. This one angling towards this unit. This one playing in the middle, hopefully for a counter charge or like a kind of flank. This one angling towards these. My Thunderers have stayed put because then they'll still get that +1 for short range.
Yeah, we were considering whether it would be better because they can move and shoot. Whether you go to 10, take the -1, but with the angles, it kind of didn't work.
Yeah, and then these guys over here have realised that they're not going to have a good day, so they're just
So because these are ethereal, you can't hurt them with your non-magical weapons.
Yeah.
And I thought for some reason that dwarf weapons count as magical, but looking into the book, we couldn't see anywhere. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments. But we're going to go on to your...
no magic phase.
No magic phase.
No magic phase. We'll take a shooting phase though.
1 second, I just need to see. I think I might be able to do something here. So one thing I can do is I have a magical item, which is... I have the black parrot, whatever that is.
It's like a parakeet.
Okay, it's a little bird that sits on his shoulder. But what it allows me to do is to save one power dice or dispel dice until my next power phase. So I'm going to take one of the dispel dice that I'm not using.
Because you don't need to dispel anything.
Exactly, and it's going to go into my next magic phase that you're then going to steal.
Yeah, but you're going to get...
I'll get back, so I should have advantage of next magic phase.
Okay, cool.
We're going to go to shooting then.
Okay.
So we could skip this if you prefer. I appreciate you don't.
I'd rather not.
Okay, well, go on then. Right, guess ranges.
Okay, cool. So, I know this is where it comes in.
Yeah.
Lobert Rockenheimer.
Lob at Rockenheimer.
Lobert Rockenheimer, the engineer. I know through a bit of basic maths that if it was a straight angle, here is about 28. I don't want to go here or here. What can you see? You're going to try and go there anyway.
Okay.
Just through pure will.
Okay. And what range are you adding? You doing the full 12?
Yeah, that one I'd do the full 12.
Okay. And what about Lobber Rockenheimer?
We're going to go for this unit as well. Let's just try and double devastate that unit.
Okay, you
clear this
full
side.
out for the skeletons.
If I can clear this side, I can angle, I can go.
Alright, so what you're aiming for here?
Yeah, I'm aiming for there. That is going to be either...
Oh, because he can choose too.
Yeah.
Dwarven engineers and all that.
Dwarven engineers. It's going to be either, like I said, bang on here is about 28.
Okay.
So angle there. Let's go 30 and 32.
Okay, just to play
Let's
it
play
safe.
our cards.
And what about this one here? So you're going full distance?
I'm going full 12.
Straight towards the...
and then straight towards that corner, and I'm hoping.
Okay, cool. So let's measure it out and then we can decide. Yeah, that's 30. I don't think you need to guess any more.
I don't think I
than
need
that.
32.
No. So you bang on in the centre on this guy's head.
Is it small or big?
It's small blast template.
Okay.
So that's going to be an absolute disaster if it's a strike.
Okay.
So let's do it. And you also get something else, don't you?
This has a rune of balance, which means I can re-roll my scatter dice.
Okay.
If I do, I have to take the new result.
Okay, cool.
It just the way I'm playing it saves me from malfunctions, but I'm not going to push the luck too
No,
hard.
it doesn't say from malfunctions. It allows you to re-roll. It's a scatter dice, not the distance.
Oh, okay.
So it saves you from if you get a big dice like a 10, you hope to re-roll for the hit.
Bang
It's
on.
a hit.
It's a bang
Okay.
on.
Right, that is going to be 9. One under the stone.
Okay.
Do you want to get some dice out?
Yeah. I'll get some dice out.
So you've got 1 under the stone, which is going to be strength 8.
Okay.
You've then got 8 hits fully.
Okay.
You've then got 3, 6, 9, 12 partials.
I am 1 dice short.
Well, you just have to forget it. You're not having one of mine to kill my skeletons. No, go on, here you go. So do you want to roll for your partials?
Yep, so let's roll these partials over here.
Okay. Looking for 4s to drag in. Oh, there's lots of 3s there, I can see. Oh, you know what? I'm quite happy with that.
Okay, 4s.
Okay, so the one under the circle, you need a 2 to kill this skeleton. Ugh, dead. Okay, and then the rest, you're strength 4, looking for 3s. No armor save against this because it's a big rock. Okay, how many is that?
That is 3, 6, 8.
Do you know how many you killed?
The 9 that you just brought in. Yeah.
So I actually like to think that how this actually played out is the rock landed first, killed 9. They all exploded in a shard of bones, and the necromancer turned around and went, "No, get up!" And then all the bones come back together, and then they carry on walking. That was a good hit. That's a good start.
So now let's go for my flame cannon.
Okay,
We're angling it.
cool.
So we're going the 12.
Full 12.
Full 12.
So let's put the...
This could be nice.
Yeah. So that's the full 12 currently, but if you get a big scatter, we're going to miss some. Oh, yeah. Okay, so do 10. So do 22 from the flame cannon.
That's not nice.
They've just overshot it, unfortunately.
Yep. That tree is now ablaze.
Hang on, I can do that.
Yeah.
We've got a blazing tree behind the army.
You're welcome. That's just for...
Let's just actually, it's burnt down.
So, in some ways, you could argue that I got first blood. In other ways, you could argue that your army list that you put out is still intact with no one dead. So,
that's true, yeah. You've still got some shooting.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to go with these 6 first.
Okay.
Which have got their +1 to hit for short range.
Yeah, because they're dwarves. So you're actually hitting on 3s. Oh, not great. So that was 4 misses. You strength 4?
Let me have a look. Strength of Thunderer. 3.
No. Strength of Thunder, strength of a handgun.
Strength of a handgun.
Dwarven handgun.
Dwarven.
So strength 4, toughness 3. No armor save, so 1 dog dead.
Proper first blood.
Yeah, first blood, there you go, dog's dead.
Okay, now these boys.
You gonna shoot some skeletons?
Yeah.
Okay.
At potentially long range if they're in 20.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be 6, I think we looked at that are within line of sight. These are hitting on 5s because you're at long range. Ooh.
3.
Just as good a shot as their teammates
Better.
over the road. Oh, true, yeah.
Better.
These are wounding on 3s. 2. So 2 dead.
Yeah.
I've got light armor and a shield, but your armor piercing strength 4. Awesome.
Okay. We did something.
You did something. So at the end of turn 1, we're sort of positioned ready for a battle. As we go on to the 2 Kings turn 2, I do have a charge to declare. I'm going to declare the dogs into the handgunners. What would you like to do, sir? You're not going to get to stand and shoot because I'm going to be within more than half of my charge range because I'm movement 8. So
I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to run away from it.
Okay, you're going to hold?
I'm going to hold.
Okay. Other than that, I don't think I want to. Oh, the spirit hosts are going to try and see if they're in range to charge over there. No point you standing and shooting.
It's not going to change anything.
No. Can I get?
Actually, I want to just for the feelings. Like narratively, the 4 that didn't shoot this way are firing
Do you know what?
into them.
They all hit.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fear test over here, my first of many to come.
And this is my first ever leadership test. So,
I've never done fear. None of my armies have been that scary.
they've got a leadership of 9.
9, okay. They're fine.
Good.
And we don't need to roll over here. We'll see if we're in range first. Okay, we'll come back after the movement. The vampire counts are closing in. The attack went off here, so we'll do a fear check over there for those guys.
Good.
They're fine. They're brave. See if they can hold the onslaught. Skeletons have ran forward. The necromancer has jumped out and is sort of, sending his host forward to strike. The other necromancer's jumped out and is sending the village people over towards ready to be charged by the dwarves.
Young man, ain't nobody to feel down.
What did I say? Oh Jesus. So I should do a little cowboy here. No. The knights position themselves ready for a sort of flank charge or a counter charge there. And we're ready to for a big turn 3 is the hope. Oh, and the dogs got in through the gap into the wolf. Interestingly, I think if I had the 1 extra wolf, I wouldn't have been able to get through the gap. So thank you for killing that wolf.
It's alright, anytime. I think we should just call it their count of the casualties and then see.
Yeah, just see if the skeletons crumble. You could make a deal with the skeletons now.
Yeah.
With the vampire. If you come and, become my thralls, and, then I'll accept your
Undead
surrender.
dwarves sound cool.
They do sound cool.
Done. Let's make a new one. Let's homebrew this.
Okay, we're going to go on to magic phase. So as before, I get 2 for turning up. I get 2 for level 2, 2 for level 2. I get 1 for a power familiar, and I get 1 that I saved up through my parapet, my black parapet. Parapet. I don't know how to say it.
Parakeet.
Okay, but you do steal one of my dice.
Yeah,
right?
I get the 4 plus 1 plus 1 of yours.
6. One thing I forgot to roll last turn is to see if my Book of Arcane is destroyed. So if I roll a 1, I can't use it again. It's fine, I can use it again.
Cool.
Right, we're going to start off with a big 2 dice, get some skeletons to come up. And I'm going to do it from this one here. Yep. So that is cast on a 12.
You've still got 4 left.
I do still have 4 left.
You can potentially...
And I've got the Van Hels.
Which can make them charge me.
And any other dice that I might have hidden away. Any other magic items. Maybe. You know what these vampires are like, and
Now, the way that you've set up makes me think you don't want to charge me, you want me to charge you.
yeah.
So I'm going...
I don't even know if you're in range to charge me right there.
Probably not, you know. Actually, yeah, I don't think I am.
I'm set up. I knew I couldn't charge you this turn, so I'm ready for a charge next turn if need be.
I am probably in charge ranger here unless that's where you pull it off.
Yeah.
Is the issue. Because I could dispel this and then...
I can cast it from this one.
Yeah. Which is what I think you've done. So I'm going to let you have that again.
You're going to let me have it?
I'm going to let you have... Because that's what I think you've done.
Okay, so 2d6 skeletons.
Can I change my mind?
You can't change your mind, I'm afraid. I'm also going to cast it from this one on the same unit.
Okay.
Actually, no. That's quite a lot. I'm going to cast it onto this unit of skeletons here.
Yeah, that makes
Zombies. That is 6, 8, 9. Cast on a 7. Cast on a 9, I needed a 7.
And you've still got that funky book.
Yes. I also have 1 dice, which I don't know if I can use.
I'm gonna try and get rid of that with 4.
Okay.
9.
Yeah, dispel.
do that.
Do you have any dice left?
2.
Okay, I'm going to try and Van Helsing this into the power level 3.
Okay. So I just need to beat 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fine margins to play with.
Let's see if it goes away. Oh, that dice has gone under there. Roll it again. 2, I know. So I still keep my book. But I do summon some more skeletons. I have a dice left, but unfortunately I haven't got anything to cast with it.
What's going to be really fun is as soon as I announce that charge and the rank bonus you're going to get.
Oh, still only 3?
Yeah.
But I'm going to have lots of zombies to fight in that combat. Okay, so we're going to come back once I've put all my skeletons out. We're going to go into combat. So
just this one over here.
Oh no, 2. I've got some. Some guys over there.
There's no point me rolling to hit.
You can't hit. No.
Yeah.
So we're going to start here. I get 4 attacks for each of my spirit hosts. So 12 attacks. I'm weapon skill 2.
I am toughness.
No, weapon skill.
Oh, weapon skill 4.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 4s. Ooh. Okay, and I'm strength 3. What toughness do you do?
4.
Toughness 4?
Yeah.
Ooh, so I'm wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. You get your armor save, if you have any. Do you have light armor?
They have shields.
Okay, so you get hand weapon shield, so you get a 6 up armor save. Nope, so 2 dead. Now, you don't get to hit back, and that was very unfortunate. So I killed 2.
Okay.
I think I'm unit strength 12.
I was unit strength 10.
Okay, so I outnumber. You are outnumbered by fear-causing enemy.
Yep.
So you flee.
Cool. But dwarves
Have got short legs.
2d6 minus 1.
Yeah, short legs. No, I mean they don't want to retreat, but short legs. So 5, and that's caught and killed.
Cool. We knew it was going that way.
We'll move that in a sec. We'll go to my dogs. 4 dogs, weapon skill 3, so I'm still hitting on 4s. And I get no hits.
Cool.
So you get 6 strikes back.
And they are 4 and 4.
They're 3s and 4. So 3s to hit.
No, I meant weapon skill.
Oh, yeah.
And toughness 4
So
and 4.
3s to hit. Okay. And strength?
4.
Strength 4?
Yeah, I think thunder is a 4 and 4 strength and weapons. No, wait, strength 3. Yeah.
Toughness 3. So strength 3, toughness 3, so look for 4s. Ugh.
3.
3 dogs dead. So, with that, 3 dogs, you kill 3.
Kill 3.
You've got a rank.
Outnumber rank.
So I lose by 5. So I crumble and he goes to dust.
Okay.
See, it wasn't that scary.
Ooh. Do I get to... Is this an overrun kind of thing? Because that gets me more in line to shoot other things.
No.
No.
Because I don't think you charged.
No, yeah. Too used to my other army.
They all like fall to bits. And
Cool.
You just
Happy with that.
After my turn, we're going to go on to the dwarf's turn 2. Do you have any charges to declare, sir?
I believe I do.
Okay, what are you going to go for? You're going to charge that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like you to take a fear check, please.
Of course. This is so new to me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Real good.
Any more for any more? I have to hold because I'm undead.
I'm not within 6 of any.
You sure?
else.
Why don't you try it? You might be.
I'm not.
But why don't you try it?
Because then I'll fail and then you get the flank.
Yeah, but you could charge with these ones.
That's not 6.
You sure?
I know what 6 looks like.
Okay, cool. No worries. If they're in the 6, it's going to look so silly now.
Can we check now that I've said no?
No, because then I might not be an 8.
Oh yeah, true. That is true. Cool.
Okay.
So that's my only charge. So movement.
Yep. We'll come back after your movement phase. So after much deliberation,
So much delivery.
they've charged in. I think what was the choice in the end with these iron breakers? What was
So, the choice is, I was never going to charge because I don't think that's 6. I'm going to kick myself if it is, but we're never going to find out. It's fine.
Yeah.
The other choice was the Thunderers. Do I fill into this gap? Because then maybe I get a flank charge off depending on who goes where.
Yeah.
But the downside was then if you charge them, win, you're behind me.
Yeah.
So,
Whereas at the minute, I kind of have to choose whether I want to charge my knights into them or the zombies. If I charge with the knights, they probably could take a hit and maybe slap back. Whereas if I charge with the zombies, they're going to hold up. But then my knights are sat out here with nothing to do because the zombies are in the way.
and the good thing is, call it luck or intuition. Let's see how far I've come. I was saying that my iron breakers are angled in a way where, because of the front angle, you're not getting a flank charge on any of them.
Okay, we're going to go on to your magic phase, and I'm going to save a dice again.
Okay.
And then moving on swiftly on to the shooting phase. So do you want to guess some ranges?
Cool. So, this unit here,
Yep.
22 and 24.
Okay, 22 and 24. What about your flame cannon?
Flame cannon.
What's it aiming at? Is it going for
It's going for the side of these.
You're going for the dogs, you're not going for the skeletons.
Well, I can't go for them.
No, you could go for the zombies.
That's true. You're going to get a flank charge on me next turn.
My worry with the dogs would be if you could guess 0 inches,
Mm,
but then if you get a 6 or a 10, you're probably not going to kill many of them.
that's true.
But do you care about the zombies is the question.
Yeah, the dogs can do their thing. They didn't hurt me too much last time.
Strength 4 on the charge.
Yeah.
They're gonna be nasty. It's gonna make you take a panic check on those dwarves if they charge in. But they may.
You're right. The risk is because even if I go like 1 inch, which is here.
Yes. No. You can guess 0. You can guess 1/4 of an inch. So
Yeah. Even if I'm coming right out the top, 2 inches is there. In which case,
you're probably gonna kill them all.
yeah. Whereas if it's 4, I'm here. Like it's realistically, I don't take out that unit.
No. You're not probably. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. You roll 10,
Zombies.
or you maybe could kill 10, 15 zombies if you get a really good shot off.
What's the good shot? Okay, so
But
12.
do you care?
Yeah.
What's going to impact you more? Do you care if the zombies die?
Yeah, of course I do. We've built a bond.
No.
Bonds now.
Those are the village. Those are the villagers.
The village people.
The village people. Yeah, you can see them by the YMCA they're pulling. No.
I just think with the dogs, the likelihood of
If at the minute they're taking your rank bonus away is the only other thing to consider with the dogs.
I don't get a reroll on that, so I'd have to roll like a 2.
2 or 4, you only have to kill 1 to take the. Oh no. You have to kill 3 to take stripping the rank bonus away.
So what are the options? A 2 or a 4 is okay. A 6, 8, or 10 is bad. So there's only a 33% chance that I do good on that.
Yeah, you need to kill 3 to strip my rank bonus away.
Whereas that is... If I went the full 12...
You're aiming this way, so you're going to hit this unit or this unit. But then, does it matter if you kill some zombies is the big question. I think if you were guaranteed that you could kill
then yeah.
3 of these, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But the risk is that you overshoot and then you don't do anything.
Let's play it risky. It's a new army. I'm going to go for these.
Cool.
I'm going to guess.
Zero inches.
0 inches.
Okay, cool. So, this is a big roll. Oh, misfire. What does a misfire do on one of these ones?
So, a misfire.
You not got any dwarven runes slapped to the side of these?
Not at this number army. 1 or 2 is destroy, 3 or 4 is a malfunction, 5 or 6 is just it may not fire.
Okay,
So
cool.
either way, it's not going to do anything this turn. It's just not going to do anything.
So
this
if
turn.
it helps, it didn't matter which way you chose.
Yeah, didn't matter at all.
Okay, cool.
This one,
Stone throw, what did you say, 22?
22 or 24.
Okay, let's give it a measure.
So, this one's 22.
Oh, bit
No.
short.
That is 24.
Okay, so you're on the centre of the unit, was it?
Yeah.
So you're on basically the middle.
You've got this.
So at the moment, you're right there. Oh,
Right on again.
So yeah, it's direct hit.
Okay. So, you're saying 1 direct, 6 under.
So one under the
One
one
thrall.
under the hole.
Okay.
Partial on the thrall, and then 8 other partials.
Okay, I'll do...
So do the thrall first. Okay, so I'm going to do a lookout, sir, for the thrall. Yep. So he passes that. So just add that to the hits, and then the rest roll to see if they. Ooh, it's pretty good.
So,
Okay, so the one under the circle, so 2s to kill, dead, and then the rest of these are looking for 3s to kill a zombie.
1 plus...
Ooh, that's quite a few.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay, so it's half a unit. So there's 8 zombies left in that unit, and the thrall.
Okay, these Thunderers are going to go for that unit.
Okay,
We've only got 6 in the front rank.
are you within short range?
Let's have a look. So, I'm going to show you because I don't want you to see.
Yeah, you have to show me.
Oh, wait, if we go...
Just they're in. Just within. So hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 2 dead.
Half decent shooting phase.
That killed some.
I'll take that.
Stone throwers. You put a lot of resources into that stone thrower.
Oh yeah, that's an expensive stone
Can
thrower.
you imagine if it just blew up turn 1 though?
Can you imagine? Oh, yeah.
Isn't there one that lets you re-roll the ranged, like you stop it from miscasting, from destroying itself?
I don't have it.
No. There's one that allows you to re-roll to stop it blowing up.
No, I don't need it anyway.
I would recommend if you have that set up again that you take that one instead, because if you'd have turn 1 blown up.
Well, as the YouTube audience will fully know, my stone thrower hasn't failed me yet.
It's never blown up any army.
So I need to be hurt before that happens.
That's true. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, why would you worry about something that's not going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Notoriously, it never misfires.
When I'm at Lobert Rockenheimer, that helps. You know.
Okay, we're going to go into the combat phase.
Okay.
So you charge, sir. So you get to strike first.
Okay, and it's front ranks, isn't it?
It is indeed. So it'll be your runesmith and 4 guys.
So Rune Smith, let's go for him first. He is weapon skill 5.
Okay, you're going against zombies, so you're hitting on 3s. Oh, unlucky.
Snake eyes. And then
Have you got a champion?
not with my warriors. No.
Okay, you didn't pay for a champion.
Nope. Warriors weapon skill 4.
Okay.
So it's hitting on 4.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, yeah.
Only up skill 3 on the zombie. Oh, skeleton.
And then strength.
Strength 3, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3, I've got light armor, and that's it. So I'm looking for 6s. Oh, 1 save, so 2 die.
Okay.
So it's 9 attacks back because 2 died, and I've got 2 ranks with spears. But I'm hitting on 4s. Yeah, that's not a lot. And I'm wounded on his toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 saves. So you got, what was it, light weapon, light armor, hand weapon, shield?
These got heavy armor.
Heavy armor. So
Heavy armor.
5, 4, 3 up.
Yep. So how many is it? 2?
2. 3 up. Oh, I'll kill one. That guy at the back, he was making it look messy anyway.
Yep.
Alright, do you want to do combat res?
So I killed 2.
You got 3 ranks?
I've got 3 ranks.
You got a banner?
I've got a banner.
Okay.
You
I killed
killed
one.
1. You outnumber.
I do outnumber.
You've
I've got 3 ranks.
Do you have anything else funky?
I have banner.
Evens.
That is close. Have you got musician?
I don't for them, no.
Oh no, Reese!
Musicians have never worked for me.
You know what?
There may be.
You know what, Reese?
I'm not going to tell you what. There may be one musician.
You know what's horrible?
What?
I didn't bet one either.
Yeah.
So it's a drawn combat. You would have ran then.
Yeah.
So musicians are important. Look, you see him in the second rank. He was going to be there, but he just didn't make it out in time.
I'm not going to tell you where, but there's one musician.
Is it him in the second rank who's got the
No.
horn?
There's one musician.
What, is he practicing?
In the army.
Is he practicing? Is
He's
he
in
doing
a
music?
practice.
Okay.
He's not ready to.
So we're all tied up there.
Okay. That combat was.
Relatively well. So we're going to go on to turn 3. We're going to start off with my declaring charges. Now, after some consideration, I'm going to charge in the flank here.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that you need to take a panic check here, otherwise you might flee because you're already in combat. Yeah, you're fine. Now, I am going to charge here with this zombie unit into that unit of guys there.
Okay.
What would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to hold.
Okay, panic fear check for them. Oh, I
9.
saw the 6 there. I got
9.
excited. Okay, and
This one just did a little boom.
I'm actually going to charge with the knights into the front of the Ironbreakers.
Yeah, we're good.
They're fine. Because I realised that getting the zombies in, these are going to sit around and do nothing. I may as well, even if they die, they may as well go in. Let's come back after we've moved all these charges. We've sort of played our hand now as the Vampire Counts run forward. We've got our skeletons in the centre who are trying to charge in with a thrall at the lead. We've come in at all angles to try and just demolish this unit of warriors, hoping to win this turn of combat. The knights have charged in, realising that they positioned themselves so poorly that if the zombies went in as they were meant to, the knights wouldn't be able to do anything. Our spirit host has swung around with the hopes of doing some damage next turn. You could shoot your rock clobber at them and kill some spirit hosts, maybe. And otherwise, the necromancers are having a little teams meeting there just to see what their plan is for the magic phase. Talking about magic phase, we're going to go on to that. Again, I've got 2 dice turned up, 2 level 2s. I've got a power familiar, and I've got 1 that I saved up. And there you go, sir. That's your bestest ever. We're going to do a 2d6 summon of some zombies into the Thralls unit to try and bolster up, get some rank bonus. And that is cast on a 9. I need a 7. So it's 2d6 plus 2.
I don't think I want you to have that one.
Yeah.
Because your charges aren't really going to go anywhere this turn.
No.
You've got nothing to move into. They're not within 18 inches, so that doesn't work. If this unit stays quite small,
yeah,
then I could potentially wipe them. So what do I need?
You need a 9.
Okay, I'm going to try it with 3.
3. Ooh, that's not very many dice.
It's not, you're right.
So 2d6 plus 2 zombies. So that's 10 zombies. I think that'll be enough for me. I'm then, on the other guy, I'm going to cast Hellish Vigor onto the knights, which allows me to reroll hits and also does something else as well.
No, it doesn't.
That is not cast, I don't think.
Good. Didn't want it to be.
7 I needed.
Dwarf Lords.
Strike first and do that. But he's going to do a 1 dice Van Hels on this unit here, looking for a 3 up. And he fails that. Other than that, I'm not going to use the Van Hels because there's no point moving anything. But I'll put my zombies out.
Good, good.
So that unit is back up to full strength.
Good.
Again, this
That's what I
wasn't...
wanted it.
They're not new zombies. This necromancer, as they charge in, the rock just felled them all. The necromancer, no, back in there, and they all sort of got up, arms falling off, rock caved in their heads, all that good stuff. But they're getting back in the battle. Unfortunately, I don't have a shooting phase, but I just want to point out that I do have a magical item.
Thought you might.
The thrall pulls out from his pocket before he charges in and reads a few passages from a cursed book. All enemies within 6 inches of the book's bearer suffer -1 penalty on their rolls to hit in close combat.
Okay.
So, I think, as I've so rightly placed, that all of these units are affected. So you're -1 to hit.
Cool. That's strong.
I want to start off with this combat here.
Okay.
So we're going to go in with the units that charged. So I've got a unit of dogs. These will be hitting on 4s. 2 hits, and they're strength 4, so they're wounding on 4s. 2 wounds at -1, so 4 up save. Okay, 1 dead. From the side as well, we have to remember.
Yeah.
Then I've got 5 ghouls.
Ghoulies.
So ghouls have 2 attacks each. So they're also poisoned. So we're hitting on 4s, and I'm looking for 6s, and we have none. Okay, but the roll's not too bad. Now we're looking for toughness 4, so we're looking for 5s. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So 4 saves at 3 up. 1 more from that side. You now strike next.
Yep.
So what weapon does your thingy have?
I don't think I've given him anything funky.
Okay, cool.
So, just a hand weapon.
Alright, so Runesmith,
We'll take 2.
2 attacks. 1 hit.
Better than last time.
1 wound. Who are you striking into? The ghouls or the skeletons?
Let's go. Ghouls.
Okay, so 1 ghoul dead.
Cool. Happy with that.
Okay, and then you've got 1 guy on the side. 2 guys on the side into the ghouls. 1 hit. 1 dead.
Cool.
Do you want to hit this guy forward or to the side?
He'll go forward. So
Okay,
we'll take
so
2 hits.
2 hits into the wolves. Hitting on 4s because of the -1.
Both.
Yep. 1 dead. Alright. And then you've got 4 guys into the front. Hitting on 4s because of the book. Yeah. The book did absolutely nothing in that round, just pointing out. And 1 dead. Okay. Combat res then. You killed 4. You
Have a banner.
have a banner. I have 3 ranks. Banner. Outnumber. I charge you in the flank. And I killed 2. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you lose by 3, sir.
So, just 3 gone.
No. Oh, you're not playing Tomb Kings, I'm afraid.
I'm not going to.
So you roll
what does this mean now?
You roll a leadership test.
Yeah.
You subtract 3.
So, 2.
Actually, no. You are outnumbered by a fear-causing enemy.
Okay.
So you lost combat, so you just flee.
I just flee.
Yeah, let me just double check that. So you would normally, in a normal situation now, you would have to roll 2 dice, subtract 3, and that's to see your break test. But because I outnumber you and I cause fear, you auto break.
Which is
2d6 minus 1
1.
because you've got short legs.
so.
Okay, so I need to roll on 3 dice with my dogs.
Yeah.
I need to roll more than a 2.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Let me just stretch it out. I caught
Wait,
kill. So
can we get a recount?
10 inches. The question is, I'm going to go that way towards your stone throw.
Okay.
Oh,
that's my general as well.
I'm going to try and...
Does that do anything?
I don't know if I get to restrain is the question. So I'm going to try and restrain on the skeletons using the general's leadership from the thrall, which is leadership 7. And they manage it. And same with the ghouls. They fail, so they're going to chase after by 7 inches. So They run forward. These hold where they are.
That sucks.
That sucks, and that's the power of fear.
Yeah.
I actually think it's great that you took the back 3 off because you've been playing Tomb Kings so long.
Yeah.
Now you can also see why Tomb Kings are so strong.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost combat. Okay, I'll just take 3 away.
Yeah.
Oh, my 28 blokes are still fine.
Dwarves suck.
Taking that flank bonus was a big back because you lost by 3. But if you'd have had the 3 in the rank bonus,
Yeah.
you'd have won. You'd have drawn. Sorry. If you'd had a musician, you'd have won.
Yeah.
You'd still been in combat, but it'd have been a problem. Oh, I didn't even attack with my skeletons, you know. I just realised. I just went straight to combat res.
They didn't need to.
No, so it didn't matter, but I didn't attack with the 10 attacks from the skeletons.
I would say let's do it, but it makes no difference.
No, it makes no difference. Okay, we're going to go into here. Do you have a champion in that unit, sir?
I do.
I'm going to point at you, and I'm going to bare my teeth as my thrall and issue a challenge.
Go on, show the camera.
Do you want to fight?
All right.
Okay, so we're going to go in a challenge. I don't know if that's a good reason, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's funny. If I was playing one of the bloodlines, which is like the knightly bloodlines, I have to issue a challenge, but he's actually a Von Castine, so I don't have to.
So I've got a great beard.
So I get to strike first.
Okay.
So my thrall has 3 attacks. I'm weapon skill 6.
I'm weapon skill 5.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 3s. So that's 2 hits.
Yeah.
I have a great weapon, so I'm strength 7.
Okay.
Toughness 4.
Yes.
Okay, looking for 2s. Okay, so 2 wounds, minus 4. Don't think you get a save.
No, and he has 1 wound.
Okay, so I overkill by 1. So that's 2 there. So you take him away, and I've got an additional 1 from the combat rest. Zombies have a special rule, okay? Be scared.
Okay.
It's called brain dead.
Got it.
Which means that even if I charge, I strike last.
Got that.
Okay.
Good.
So you get to strike me.
So that's 4 in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Then my Longbeard's weapon skill 5.
So I'm weapon skill 2. So it's normally 3s, but because of the book, you're hitting on 4s. Oh, it made a difference this
I
time.
made a difference.
Okay, strength 4, toughness 3. Is it strength 4?
Yeah.
They got hand weapons. Yeah, so 2 dead. Okay. So the combat res there. I got 4 for.
No, you strike last, you still get to attack.
Oh, I still get to attack. Thank you very much. Thanks for
Alright.
reminding me. I get 1 attack back with a zombie, who hits.
Ooh.
Strength 3, toughness 4. Looking for a 5. Oh. Okay. So I killed 2. I have 3 ranks.
Did you kill 2?
Sorry, I killed 1 and an overkill.
Okay.
In the combat. 3 ranks. I don't have a banner. I have. You outnumber, so I don't outnumber. So you have what?
Number, kill 2, banner. Then what's
3
ranks?
ranks.
3 ranks.
Actually, yeah, 3 ranks at the start of the combat. You will have 1 less now.
Okay.
So you've got what? 7?
7.
7 versus 5, so 2 zombies die.
I really hope. I wished it was drawn because that's where the musician is.
No, you got 2 dead, but at least. Oh, you still got 3 ranks. But right. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Okay, combat here. 5 attacks from the knights. Their weapon skill 3. What skill are you?
5.
Okay, so hitting on 4s. Okay. I was hoping for that reroll. Now I'm normally strength 4, but because I've got lances, I'm going up to strength 6.
Okay.
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So looking for 2s. So 3 wounds at -3.
I don't think I get anything. Let me have a look.
Heavy armor, hand weapon, shield. So you get 3 5-up saves because they're in Gromroll armor. Oh, 2 saves. That's bad for me. 4 horses get to strike you. Hitting on 4s. So these are only strength 3. So wound on 5s. Oh, 1 more save, but at your base armor rate.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay, well that wasn't ideal for me. Not gonna lie.
So let's strike that.
So you get struck back. Do you have a champion in that unit?
I do not.
Okay, so 4 dudes strike back.
Oh!
They all hit. That's a disaster.
Oh!
What strength are you? Strength?
I think it's 4 again. I think they're all fairly, unless I've got the thing confused. Strength 4, yeah.
Okay, so the Iron Breakers are strength 4, so they are toughness 4, so we're going force. Oh, 2. I have the heavy armour and they're mounted. I use the lance, so I can't use the shield. So heavy armour's 5 up, 4 up. So I go to 5 up to strength 4. So 2 saves at 5 up. Oh, I save 1. So I lose 1. Okay. Combat res here is going to be a problem for me.
Both killed 1.
Did I pay for something to have a magic item that I've forgotten about? I did. But it's too late now. I paid for them to have the banner of the barrows, which means they always hit on 3s. But I missed that. And I've forgotten about it. So I'm just going to say it didn't happen.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
You've got 3 ranks, banner, outnumber, you killed 1. I have a rank at the start of the combat. I had a banner.
You killed 1.
I killed 1. So I lose by 3?
Yes.
So, oh no! We're going to come back after we've cleaned up the board and then we'll go on to the dwarves turn 3. Dwarves turn 3, do you have anything to declare, charges to declare?
I think I'm out.
Okay.
But it doesn't change anything for me trying a flank, does it?
Oh, okay, you're going to charge in the flank?
I'm going to try it.
You need to pass a fear test.
9. Cool.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So we'll measure that up in a minute. And other than that, I think it's on.
Can't move, in.
So amazingly, they were in range as they charged straight forward and then hit the corner and pivoted round. But you got into the flank there. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
They are toast, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which is fine considering what happened here. That's how many were left.
I know. The joys of the fear. Okay.
I want to go back to Tomb Kings.
Alright, going on to your shooting phase. Magic phase, I'm going to steal a dice.
Okay.
Do you have anything on your shooting phase?
So shooting phase,
yeah.
They can't shoot.
No.
This is potentially your last turn.
I think it's both of your war machines last turn, I think.
Yeah. Quite possibly. So let's make it count. You're going to go there, you're going to go there.
Okay.
Let's think this through. I'm going to say 1 inch.
1 inch?
I'm going to say 1 inch.
Okay, so with flame cannon, you're going to go 1 inch. And what about the rock stone thrower?
I'm going to say 17 or 20.
Against 2 skeletons? Or the zombies, okay? 17 or 20?
17 or 20.
Okay. And this isn't I'm going to aim for the unit behind and hit the unit in front jobby.
Might be.
Right. Okay, let's. What do you want to start with? The flame cannon?
Let's start this one. So I said 1 inch.
Okay, so it's going to be about there, which I think is a good move. Oh! What a disaster. He's had it's new model syndrome.
I think it can't work this turn or next turn, so it's out.
So turn it round.
It's basically out.
It may get a last turn hero shot, you never know. Okay, the stone throw, which we
17 or 20,
which we know as a matter of discourse has never misfired once in its whole career.
So 17 is there.
Okay.
20 is there in no man's land. I've gone direct shots twice.
So what you've done is
17 could hurt me.
You've been a cheeky bastard and fired at your own unit in combat. Now, is that a dwarven thing to do?
Depends on the dwarf. Depends who you ask.
There'll be some grudges though. With their long beards.
Potentially with a scatter, I'm going to go 20.
Okay.
Because that was like here.
Okay, do you want to measure it out and I'll chuck the template on? We always go from the stone. So we're there.
Okay.
At least it's nearly hitting the unit you're in.
4 that way.
You might hit some knights. Let's. Do you want to re-roll that scatter? Is the question. You're probably going to hit maybe 1 knight, but the knights are pretty cooked regardless. Oh.
No, yeah, sorry. So it'd be this one that I re-roll.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Because of this guy.
Straight back onto your unit. Ah, it's a hit.
Direct. But
so there's
it
nothing
doesn't do the worst.
No, you're going to get 2 hits 3 partials in this unit and 1 partial in this unit.
Okay. Which I may as well roll them all
So
together.
no, roll 1 partial in this unit. Okay, that misses. So 3 partials in this unit. So you hit 1 zombie.
That is the worst my stone thrower's ever done.
Okay, he's dead.
Cool.
You're right. It is, but it still didn't misfire.
It still didn't misfire.
No, it missed.
Yeah.
You
Well,
should
it
have.
didn't.
If you'd have gone for the shorter one, you'd have hit a load. But sod's law, you would have gone back into your own unit and killed a load of
would have
dwarves. Okay.
Which I know how bad combat res is.
Yeah.
So probably a good thing I didn't.
Okay. Any more? You haven't got any more shooting, have you?
No more shooting because they're engaged.
All right. Combat. Where would you like to start?
Start here.
Okay. So
So my Thunderers were the ones that charged.
yeah, start with the Thunderers.
So is it all front rank or is it just the ones that are in it?
It's just the ones that are in. So 4 dudes.
Okay. And then Thunderers. What were you? Weapon skill 4.
Let's just double check to see if they're within 6 of the thrall. No. So it's just straight roll. So you're hitting on 3s. So these Thunderers are running in and they're showing these stupid Ironbreakers how to hit.
Strength 3.
Toughness 4, so looking for 5s. Okay, so 2, and I've got a 4-up save. So you kill 1.
Okay.
Yep. Now your Ironbreakers.
So front rank is 5. So they have got the -1. Okay.
You're not going to get all 5 because you killed 1 with the...
Well, that's good because that dice just rolled out my hand. So
so you're going to get 4 dudes because these guys just killed 1. Ooh. Okay, 1 hit.
yep. You wouldn't believe it. It landed a 4 on the floor as well.
Well, there you go. 1 wound and looking for a 5. 1 dead. I do get some strikes back. 3 attacks back. Looking for 4s. I'm now looking for 4s again. 1 wound at -1.
So what was it? It's Grommel armor, hand weapon,
You're
shield.
2 up.
Cool.
So 3 up now.
Cool.
Okay, and I get the horses don't do anything.
Okay.
So 3 ranks. Banner, outnumber, flank charge, kill 2. I have a banner. So I lose by 7.
Yeah.
So they're dead.
Cool. And then because the Thunderers charge, are they overrun? They're into the other side of my unit.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to because they're literally
Yeah.
they would overrun into their own unit there.
Yeah. Let's go here now.
Okay.
Your zombies are going to go last.
Yes, and my thrall has got a great weapon, so he goes last too.
Okay. So 5 in the front.
All into the zombies. Try and get some juicy combat res. Or do you want to put any into the thrall?
We're going to go all 5 just into the stinky zombs.
Okay, cool.
And it's a minus.
So normally hitting on 3s, but we're going to 4s because of the book. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, 3's going for 4s.
So 2.
2 hits.
Not as nice as I want it to be.
2 dead. Alright. My thrall with his 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. No. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Ah!
Nice.
1 zombie. Hero zombie. He hits.
Okay.
Looking for a 5. Oh!
Okay.
Come on.
Let's have a look at what Longbeards do again.
The Gromrel armor, is it the same?
I don't know.
Heavy armor.
I think it might just be heavy, that's why I wanted to check it. No, Longbeards. No. Great weapon, hand weapon, heavy armor, and shield.
Great. Were you using your hand weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got
So
heavy armor's 5 up, 4 up.
3 up.
No,
Shield as
no.
well, isn't it? It's 5.
Hand weapon shield is 1.
Okay. So, how many was it? 1.
No. 4 up.
Okay. No?
Oh, one! The hero zombie dives and kills one. Okay, you have 3 ranks. Banner, outnumber. You killed 2. I had 2 ranks.
Killed 1.
I killed 1. So 4 zombies bite the dust. I can't believe my thrall whiffed his attacks. At the end of the turn, I think if the positioning goes right going into turn 4, I'm hoping that they can hold long enough that I can get some cool flank attacks and stuff off. But we will see. Talking about declaring charges. Now, I am not sure whether I'm in. You pass me the tape measure. I'm going to do it upside down. Oh, it's got it on both sides.
Yeah.
That's not helpful.
Nope.
So they are. That's the 45. Now, is that more in the rear than the front? So that's more in the flank.
I would. It all depends because it looks like it's almost dead on.
Should we roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 up, they can go in the flank. They cannot go in the flank. Cool, that's fine. So the dogs are going to charge the stone thrower.
Yep, fair.
And the spirit hosts are going to charge the flame cannon.
Okay.
Are you going to hold flee? Doesn't really make much difference.
This doesn't make a difference because if 2 die, that's usually
the engineer might slap the dogs back.
Yeah, this will hold. That.
We'll see.
So you'll try and hold. Yeah.
And the flame cannon, fear check. There's no real point you're running.
There's no point in running. It doesn't change anything. So they'll hold.
Okay, we'll move the charges. And the ghouls are going to go into them as well. Actually, no, the ghouls are going to run around the back. Okay, we'll come back after move. Okay, so the zombies have ran forward. I'm kind of positioning them just to try and get those Ironbreakers out of the game. I've ran my skeletons round so they can get a flank charge next turn. Oh, sorry, you just chuck yourself in combat with the stone thrower. Yeah, that's it. So the four crew are in combat. And obviously the spirit host have ran round. We're going to go on to the magic phase. Now, I now have 2 for turning up, 4 for 2 level 2s, 1 for my spell familiar, and 1 that I saved up.
Okay. I've now got 4, no runesmith,
No.
and 1 of yours.
Do you still get one of mine? Who has the rune of balance?
Oh, I just get 4.
Oh!
Things have changed.
How things have changed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're going to start off by a big summoning onto this unit to try and get some dudes back. 2d6. Guys, that is cast. I should have gone for the triple. Look, that would have been the 3d6. So that is cast on a 14.
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely, unless you roll all your dice.
And you've still got something meaty, or is that just bluffing?
5 dice.
It's unlikely that I get it, so I've got to edge my bets and let you have it.
Okay, so 2d6. So 2d6 plus 2, so that's...
That was 5, 6, 7.
7. I'm going to do another summoning into that unit on 3d6 from the other guy. That's cast again on exactly the same, 14.
Again, it's unlikely.
No, 15 now.
It's unlikely, but
Yeah.
I think I've got to try, otherwise
2 dice left.
you're going to outnumber the hell out of me, so I've got to try with 4.
Okay.
That is 10, 14. So it's 14v14.
Ah, dispelled. Alright, I'm going to do... I'm sorry to say. I'm going to do Hellish Vigor on 2 dice on these. I'm looking for a 7+, which I failed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the book to use Van Hell's on a power level 3 to put my skeletons into the side.
Yeah. It's over.
And can I take a panic check for those, please?
Of course you can.
They're alright.
Still good.
Now, it's not about the dice that I rolled, it's more about the bodies and the combat res. outnumbering by a fear-causing enemy.
They're basically toasts.
You never know. You might have a really good turn killing, and then you just about hold me off.
It's just whether I can hold you off long enough for it to do anything.
No shooting. So we're going to go on to the close combat. I'm going to start off with the Spirit Host. So I've got 12 attacks.
Into just 3 crewmen.
What's your weapon skill, sir, on the crew?
If it's 4.
On weapon skill 2. So I'm hitting on 4s. So 4 hits. I'm strength 3. Toughness is 4. Still toughness 4. So wound on 5s. No wounds. You can't strike back. I outnumber. Outnumbered by a fear-causing enemy. You auto break.
And you're going to catch me.
2d6, 11 inches. So
2d6 minus 1, 7.
Okay. So I destroy the crew. That was lucky. So these guys over to here. I'll do the dogs next. So 4 attacks from the dogs. Hitting on... Oh, that's good. Hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Strength 4, toughness 4. Wounding on 4s. Only 1. 1 wound. So 1 crewman dead. So you get your engineer and 2 dudes back into the dogs.
Engineer, this is the first time you're hitting. 1 attack, weapon skill 4.
Okay.
You've got nothing for it, yeah, you got a pistol, but...
No.
So let's go you first. Nope.
And the 2 crew.
2.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on toughness of the dogs.
Artillery crew, strength 3.
Direwolf's toughness 3, so it's 2 wounds, 2 dogs dead.
Good.
Okay, so combat res 2. You outnumber. I killed 1. So
Dog's gone.
they're both dead. Dogs are gone.
Good.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm putting your deads next to my deads.
Alright then. That wasn't ideal.
No. Because the engineer can act as a crew member,
I like to think the engineer just just pulled his pistol out, shot at them, and then they just fell to bits.
Which engineer are we talking about? What was his name again?
I remember this. Rockenheim?
Lobert Rockenheimer.
Lobert Rockenheimer, oh god. Okay, moving on to this combat here. So my skeletons are actually going to strike first because they charged. So I get 6 attacks because I have a champion in the unit. Hitting on 4s. I'm strength 3, so looking for 5s. Ooh, 1 wound. Normal armor save, so 4 armor save.
Cool.
So 1 dead. Okay, you get how many? Do you want to go mostly into the zombies for some combat res?
Yeah, mostly into the zombies.
So 2 guys into the skeletons.
I feel like they're toast soon.
Hitting
anyway.
on 4s. Nope. And then the front rank into the zombies.
Which should be 5.
Hitting on 4s because of the book. Oh, nothing. Okay, so the thrall is going to attack. So he's hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and he's wounding on 2s. So that's 3 dead.
Yeah.
And
do you want to roll, or with combat res you've won and I'm outnumbered?
3 zombies. Come on, I'll get the zombies attacks too. 2 hits. Come on. Ah! No. Okay, so I killed 3. I've got a flank charge. I've got 3 ranks. I've got a banner. I outnumber. You have a banner. So you're... Oh, well, we get to roll. So my skeletons... sorry, I'm going to pursue with the zombies. Oh.
But fear calls an enemy, so...
Yeah, but I still have to roll to see how far you go.
Okay.
You could get away. So skeletons... We're going to pursue 6.
Cool. 6 minus 1.
Yeah, so cool. The zombies are going to try and hold, which they pass because of the thrall. Alright, we're going to go have a think and we'll go on to the dwarves. Going on to the dwarves, turn 4. Would you like to declare any charges, sir?
I feel like I got to.
Okay.
Charging
the zombies?
Yeah.
You're not going to get both units.
I'm not going to get both, so it's just going to be the Ironbreakers.
Yeah, I have to hold.
Cool. They're going to go in.
I think there's some weird rules about like how they can pivot and all sorts, but we're just going to say they're in. They're in. They were close enough.
Okay. I don't think I've got any more charges to declare.
Okay. Do you want to go on to your rock clobbering?
Well, normal movement.
Oh yeah.
Can I angle these better to take shots?
Yes. Yeah.
So shooting for.
What's your range? Double range on this on these skeletons, I assume.
So. Let's run that. 10.
10 inches.
Or 14.
Okay, 10 or 14 from the rock. Let's see where we get to.
From Dwayne.
Dwayne is a good name for an engineer.
That's 10 is on basically his front head.
It's going to be.
Or 14.
That's a bit shit. Which one are you going for?
I think I'll go for 14 because the scatter might be nicer.
Okay, so 14 we're going to go for, and it was just at the back of the unit. You actually wanted 12, would have been bang on.
Yeah.
He's no Pythagratep, is he?
So 4 that way.
But your rock lobbers are just as reliable. Just putting it out there.
So it's 4 that way.
Or do you want to re-roll, try and get it, go for the hero shot? Go for the hero shot. You're only going to get like 3 skeletons. What's that going to do?
Which one is it?
The arrow.
Yeah.
Literally.
So actually, it changed the angle better.
Yeah, for
because it's
almost straight in line with the unit.
Yeah.
So you're going to hit some ghouls.
Some ghouls as well.
Okay, so let's say 2 ghouls with a partial, and then 1 skeleton fully under the circle. So 1 skeleton fully under the circle, 2 partials on skeletons, and then 2 ghouls fully under the circle and 1 partial.
Okay. So 2 partial, 1 full, 1 full.
Okay, go for it. So
we'll do the partials. Let's bring them all in together. Or do they have different?
No. Oh, sorry, no. You have to roll them separately because of you kill the ghouls or you kill the skeletons.
Okay. So skellies.
Nothing.
Ghouls.
Pull 1 in. So 2 hits on the ghouls, looking for 3s.
1.
Okay.
And 1 skelly. 3.
Okay. So the ghouls actually take a panic check because the ghouls are alive.
Okay.
They're fine because they're within 12 of the thrall.
Good. They're going to take a shot, which they're probably at short range.
Into the skeletons?
Yeah, and I
Almost
don't
certainly.
think they're in...
You can't shoot the thrall because he's...
No, as in, I don't think they're within 6... Well, they're not within 6.
Oh, you can't see them.
So that's going to be 6 with a +1.
So it's +1, but -1 because you moved. So you're still on 4s. Huh. Marksmanship.
These have been the MVP.
That's it.
Okay. 2 3s. Do they do
So
anything?
yeah, 2... -2, so 2 skeletons dead.
Okay.
Awesome. Right, do you want to slap some zombies?
I want to slap some zombies.
Okay.
That's
So
5.
You got champion?
Do I have a champion with those? I don't believe I do.
What is it with you not taking champions?
Because Digimon aren't champions. Cool. 5 hits. Into
Okay.
zombs.
Alright. 2 dead.
2 dead.
Alright, I get 2 attacks back.
And they've got the rumble armor and all that jazz.
1 hit. Looking for 5s. Oh! Okay. You need to roll a 1 here. Ah, okay. So you have 3 ranks. Banner. You outnumber. Oh, yeah, you outnumber.
Killed 2.
You killed 2. I had 3 ranks. So 4 zombies die.
Okay.
So at the end of turn 4, things aren't looking great for the undead there. But we'll go on to
This must be 5.
The undead turn 5. Okay, at the end of my magic phase last time, I forgot to see if my Book of Arkham went away. It didn't. We're going to go on to magic phase. 2 for turn up. 2 level 2s. Save 1 from the magic dispel phase. And then I get 1 for my
Parrot.
my parrot, yeah. I'm going to have to model a parrot on his shoulder now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You get 4 because you're dwarves.
I get 4.
We're going to go for triple summoning into the unit of zombies with the thrall. 6, 7, 8. Cast on an 8.
You're going to do the same again. So do I hold the dice?
Might
Definitely do it.
Well, 8's quite a low roll.
I feel like you're going to do the same again. So do I let you have that one to take out the next one?
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah, have that one.
Okay, cool. I don't know why you would do that. So 6 put up to 8. What I'm actually was going to do was do a 3 dice summon a new unit of zombies, just because I haven't done it before.
Yeah.
And the zombie unit is going to go here.
Okay. That's dangerous.
And that's cast on an 11.
Okay.
But remember, I have the Van Hels.
You do. Which means they're going to charge me again.
They do. It's a 3 up power.
And if you don't roll more than 6 zombies, it just doesn't happen anymore.
5 zombies.
Okay.
But I get 2 dice.
I'm going to have to let you have that one as well.
2d6 plus 2, so that's 8 zombies that get summoned up here. I like to think that these are all the same zombies as well, that just keep standing up. Okay, I've got 2 dice left. So let's go for we're going to do a Hellish Vigor on 2 dice on these zombies.
Okay.
Which doesn't go off. Now I'm going to use Van Hel's power level 3 onto that unit there. If you roll a double 1, it goes off.
I'm done.
Okay. Double 1, come on. Oh, you even took dice out of your hand. Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
God's well with me.
Panic check there for the.
This will be when I fail my first panic.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Oh, bang on. So I'm fine.
You're fine. That's incredible. That is incredible.
That's horrible.
Wow. Okay, going into the combat phase, we're going to start out with the charging unit. So 3 strikes from the thrall, who has got a great weapon. So we're hitting on 3s.
Damn.
We're still strength 7. So I'll just double check that. Yeah, still strength 7 because I've got a great weapon. I'm normally strength 5. Wounded on 2s. So 2 wounds. You're normally 2 up. 7 is -4. So you're
6 up.
3 up, 4 up, 5, 6 up. 6 up save.
Nope.
2 dead from the thrall.
Side.
And then 3 strong zombies always strike last. So you get to strike back into the so 5 attacks into the front unit.
Yeah.
Try and win some combat res. But you are hitting on 4s. Okay. Winning on 3s.
Cool.
3 zombies dead. And then I get 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well,
3,
3 on the
4.
side, 1 on the front.
Okay. That is 4 hits. Looking for 4 5s now. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're just looking for 3 1s, please. Reese, just really cement the day. 1 more dies.
Actually, no, you're a musician. Let's take you. Oh, okay.
So I get 3 ranks. Outnumber. Flank charge. I killed 3, was it? Yeah. 2 from the thing, Lord, and 1 from the zombies. You have a banner.
I killed...
You killed 3.
Killed 3.
So you lose by 4.
Yep.
I'm afraid you're outnumbered by a fear-causing enemy.
Yep.
I'm going to pursue with the zombies, both units.
So that is 10 minus 1.
For a 9. So the Thralls unit doesn't catch you. The zombies doesn't catch you. And I think I'm going to collide. As they're all chasing for the blood sport. I think I'm going to get to about there. Into the back. They're all busting for blood. And we go on to the dwarves. Turn 5.
I think at that point,
You think?
I'm willing to concede.
Congratulations, Reese. That was a good game.
It was.
The dwarves, the shooting, the rock robbers, just outstanding.
From the other angle, fear is so brutal.
I know. Do you know what I think you were missing? I think those big units of dwarves need a hard-hitting hero in the front. A thrall who's got a great weapon, 3 attacks, who can just slay some zombies, can go in a challenge with the vampire.
I think I went for just the sheer unit numbers.
Yeah,
I've never played them before.
No, of
so
course.
I wanted to see what they did.
Yeah, I think the flame cannon was cool. Didn't do anything, but that was
Didn't do
unlucky.
anything.
But I think I liked the stone thrower was the MVP by far.
Oh yeah.
But
that combination of 2 guesses and a reroll
yeah,
makes that really strong.
I think you misplayed some of the like you forgot about the Van Hells, which was a big one. I think protecting your flanks would have been huge for when you were over here and I killed that unit. Once that unit was gone, I could then swarm round.
Yeah.
There was a point where if this unit could have held, I think these 2 could have won the combats and started to swing around. Like you killed my knights, you could have killed this other unit of zombies, and then you could have doubled up on the unit with the vampire in.
I think if I'm completely honest,
Yeah.
I know fear from playing at the other angle. I forgot that it affected me.
Yeah.
So as soon as that unit went, it just rattled. It rattled the dwarves because I was just like, oh, I forgot how powerful it is.
I think the vampires are getting put into the book of grudges.
Yeah.
But you never found out the vampire's name. Maybe next time.
Well, this guy's called Stan Helsing. So.
Stan Helsing.
Yeah.
He is now.
Yep.
Okay, that was a good game anyway, Reese.
That was a
And
good game,
thanks for playing. Next time we'll play 2,000 points and maybe we'll get you some other stuff that you can beef up the dwarves.
Like a gyrocopter.
Okay.
Entry 7431 by Stan Helsing. Let it be known, on the 13th of Deepwinter, we marched to defend our trading kin's village from an undead horde. Lobert Rockenheimer Stone Sunderer smashed the bones of their thralls, and for a time we held strong. Then came the Black Sun, and with it, cowardice. A company of warriors broke and ran, chased down like Groby, slaughtered. The Ironbreaker stood firm for a time, but even their Gromwell armour gives under endless waves of filth. They fell, and the village burned. I alone carry the shame of surviving. The nameless vampire, curse his rotten bones, will pay. By the stone and steel of Barak Var, his legion will burn, and his name will be forgotten in death. This grudge will not go unanswered.